No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Bring me to safe only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. But she bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it bleeds again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Oh, you bring me to
Yeah. Let's talk. Look, ayo, we rose from the dust to the sun. They claiming that we the one, never one-on-one. Teamwork till we done. Sent on a mission, we got ambition. Never scared, we won't run, never one and done. Some sit back and some like the hunt. I pick my teammates up when they fall. And if I ball, we all ball. Crashing balls, crossovers and all. Just call us the balls, don't fear nothing, call us galore. Serving them all, we outside, we barely indoors. Because we gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine, shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back. Yeah. 'Cause 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 This is the moment to go. This is the moment to shine. This is the moment to show. Show me the rocks you can climb. This is the moment to feel the path like you legally blind. I can promise this is ours cause we built for this, kill for this. Pushing buttons always quick, push it off a new assist. Oh, y'all think we new to this? Pound for pound, break it down. Watch what we gon' do with this. Teamwork got us fluid with. Make y'all look like sewages. Gave it everything when we had none. Gave it everything when we had none. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab none. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine, shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back.
Never let you double cross them. Moving through the city like it's Gotham. They told me get one, so I got one. Stop saying you're a boss when you not one. You ain't sacrificed, nah, you ain't lost none. All over the gram like you got a bag. You ain't big dog, we ain't hear none of that. I'm in the gym looking like a running back. And you know the flow, got 'em coming back. Who I was in the past, I'm unattached. Only focus in this moment is bringing the summer back. Oh, respect my grind, elevate souls and I spread good vibes. Young divine, you know I gotta shine. Raise your hands for a good time. Aight.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
bringing summer
1,
to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know, we'll take it round and round. Yo, hold up, let me switch my flow up. Back in high school, they were telling me I'll blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone will show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide. And with the rhymes that make the dimes, I'll close their eyes and fantasize. Young divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love it. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats. On stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young black successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
bringing
1,
summer to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know, we'll take it round and round again.
Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime. I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you wanted to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. Say you wanna be somebody. Say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody.
Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want.
Alright guys, we're going to get going in just a couple minutes here. We got both teams still joining the server. Just double checking a couple of my microphone settings here, since my microphone seems to have had a mind of its own the past couple matches. So let me know guys if it's coming in too low or too high, and we'll get that fixed.
Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I know my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah. Sarah, why you leaving me? Don't you know you couldn't be now? Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do
do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's Molly for the melancholy. Cody, fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah.
I was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive. Come alive. Come alive. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime. Come alive, come alive, come alive in the nighttime.
Come alive. Oh, I see the signs when I see we're there, and I feel the lies when I feel the sand. Forever home.
I keep it large, okay, live it up. This is fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. It's going down, better live it up.
Alright guys, we're still waiting to get started here. But y'all can, you can let me know if my mic is too low or too high now. I had to adjust the levels again here behind the scenes in OBS. But regardless, don't go anywhere. This match should be starting in just a couple of minutes here.
Counter-terrorists win. Counter-terrorists win. Terrorists win.
Alright guys, looks like we are officially underway for this one. Enterprise vs. Blink, best of 3 in this ESEA Premier Season 38 European regular season matchup. Was that a mouthful there? Jeez. As mentioned, hopefully my microphone problems are all smoothed out by now. If they're not, obviously just go ahead and speak up in chat and we'll keep an eye on that. looks like Blink trying to open things up towards Ruins. Getting a stack here at the B ramp. On B ramp, Box is already peeking into the B site. Enterprise rotating back towards B. They've left the site open. This could be huge for Blink. And Blink has indeed taken the B site. Bomb planted without a kill going out yet. The live able to get a quick headshot on Scenario as he went to watch that flank angle from B ramp. 4C backing him up with another USP headshot on the retake. GXX down. Matisse playing the sneaky angle in Cubby there, but Rigon and Juan Flatro firing back, each with a Glock kill. But now it's all up to Juan Flatro. He's got the USP now, gets one, but not able to get the final two members of Enterprise there. Aegis will indeed defuse the bomb, and Enterprise getting out to a nice start here. They must have practiced that retake setup quite a bit. We have covered Enterprise a few times. Can't recall if we've covered them on Ancient or not. But that was a risky setup at first for Enterprise to just give up the B site like that and be so confident in their retake, especially against such a talented team like Blink, who has Rigon starting right now, of course. Forcey opening up with a nice pick there onto GXX at mid, but Juan Flatro getting a bit of redemption there as Forcey had rotated back towards B lane. Rigon using that deagle as well. That's Matisse down. Synopsy finding one outside of Cubby, and Blink with the one-man advantage on this this half buy for themselves. Mangus gonna even it out to a 2-on-2 situation by way of that MP9 near mid. Scenario though brings it to a 2v1 for Blink, and it's all up to Mangus now. He still has that SMG in hand, rotating back towards the A site now. With only 5 seconds left in the round, the bomb will be planted at the B site by Scenario. Mangus still going for this one. Scenario keeping an eye on Cubby. Contact being made with Mangus by both Blink players, and Juan Flatro are going to finish off Mangus there to even things out at 1 apiece. Enterprise now left in a pretty awkward economic situation that seemingly should have been a round they won, of course. And Blink, I'm really saying that because Blink really only half bought there. They really didn't force buy. They had money left over. Blink didn't force any Galils or Scouts or SMGs and was able to basically take that with all deagles. And Blink again, testing their luck at the B site, and it's working out so far. 2 members of Enterprise already falling there behind default lanes. These 3 remaining players of EP likely going to be forced to save here. At a one-man disadvantage, really no way for them to retake this properly. So Enterprise will be saving these 2 Desert Eagles and a Scout in the hands of Forcey. Unless Blink decides to go hunting in the opposite direction here near A. It looks like they won't do that, though. Blink wanting to maintain their rifles as well. GXX, excuse me, hanging on to that AWP. So Blink now sitting at their first lead here early in the map, up 2-1. Enterprise? Maybe a bit indecisive here. They've got 2 players on the Deagles from that save, but essentially full saving. Other than that, GXX with that early pick onto Aegis at middle. This looks like it could be another rough round for Enterprise. Blink looking pretty sharp with Ragon so far. I know a lot of people are pretty hyped about that pickup, but the Live holding things down in the A site for now. Gets Juan Flatcher after he's boosted up on that box. GXX able to return fire. It's a one-man advantage here for Blink. Matisse also tagged all the way down to 12 HP as he falls back into the default area of the A site. Scenari finding a nice M4 headshot for himself as well, although he did get tagged down to 27 in the skirmish preceding that. The Live finding another Deagle kill for himself, taking out the All-Star Ragon at middle. Aggressive play from the Live there. His teammate will fall, though. Matisse only had 12 HP remaining and finally gets cleaned up, and the Live only has 14. Ultimately, Scenari able to finish him off there. Didn't have much health or space to work with. Blink increasing their lead here to 2 rounds on Ancient, but Enterprise finally going to have a chance to, you know, have a proper shot at getting back into this. They're going to squeeze out a rifle buy for themselves, but no head armor on the side of Enterprise, and I too have a feeling that is going to play a big factor this round. Not a whole lot of utility to work with on the CT side either here. Blink flirting with the A site. Already using up a few of those utility nades. Enterprise not giving up the B side, holding the default angles, and Cubby at Aegis taking out Synopsy with a nice reaction shot there, and Cubby one-man advantage for Enterprise, just over a minute on the clock, but Blink looking to commit to the A side. Blink leading out into A, Ragon leading the way, takes out Mangus Forsey all the way from CT spawn with that AUG, takes out 2. And the Live ultimately going to get taken out behind default boxes in the A site. Nice shot from Scenari there. Aegis looking to keep the momentum going for Enterprise, but GXX right there with the return shot. Only with 17 HP after that trade, but it's not going to matter. GXX able to hit the reaction shot onto Matisse in CT spawn, and that'll be Blink taking a 4th round for themselves. Looking quite sharp so far on Ancient, and once again leaving Enterprise in a not so ideal economic scenario. Enterprise ultimately gonna settle for upgraded pistols here. Not a force buy, more of a half buy. Big 1 dig from the Live, holding that close angle of default on the B side, but Ragon moving up just seconds later, able to get the trade. Aegis getting aggressive outside Cubby. Looks down T side B lane. Gets the CZ kill onto GXX. That could be huge for Enterprise. Could put... Oh! Forsey using his CZ. Some crazy CZ action from EP so far, keeping them in the round, but Scenari firing right back. Just moments later, able to pick up 2. That's both CZ players down. Juan Flatro also taking care of Matisse there over at the A side, and that's only going to leave Mangus remaining here for Enterprise. He does have a 5-7 to work with. Mangus still making his way towards B. The plant finally getting down, but Scenari watching that close Cubby angle. Mangus down. Blink now up by 4. Blink appearing to be sending all 5 towards the B site. Not fully committing to it quite yet. They did get that box boost on B ramp outside ruined doors, but Blink not rotating towards mid or A yet. Still using a lot of utility here at the B site, and it looks like Blink will be committing to B. Nicely placed Molotov from Scenari. Gonna take out Adaegis there. The back of the first lane. Ragon with a nicely tossed HE takes out Matisse near Cubby. That's going to open up Scenari for the C4 plant. Bomb will be planted without any further contest yet. Mangus, quick kill into Scenari after the plant, but Ragon and Synopsy right there to trade back. It's going to leave only Forsey remaining, but he's already made his way up. Cubby takes out Juan Flatro with that AWP. Forsey making his way into side, but ultimately GXX with his own Arctic Warfare Magnum going to get the finishing blow that round, and that's going to be Blink securing a 6th round for themselves. Looks like a timeout will be taken by Enterprise. And it looks like Enterprise may have called back-to-back timeouts here. Don't know if both were tech. I don't know if you're allowed to do that or if one minimum has to be tech here under the new guidelines. Either way, freeze time has been unpaused. Enterprise deciding to go with 2 Desert Eagles, 2 CZs again, and a 5-7 in the hands of Matisse. Let's see if Adaegis and Forsky can once again go big here with the CZs. Synopsy leading his team up B ramp, able to take care of Matisse. Adaegis will use that CZ to its advantage, but Juan Flatro quickly there for the trade. Ragon able to take out the live in the back of site. Forsey on the rotation does find another with his own CZ. But ultimately, bomb will be planted, and there's really not much Enterprise can do here again. Mangus... Oh! Maybe I spoke too soon. Forsey taking out Juan Flatro as he rotates through CT spawn. Looks like he's still thinking about going for this one. He has his knife out, finally switches to his AK at the back of lane here. but Rigon taking him out as that smoke dissipates near second lane. And ultimately the C4 will detonate, and that'll be a 7th round going the way of Blink, who seem to be running away with this one here in the first half of Ancient. Enterprise going to have to get something changed here ASAP. Enterprise will be able to buy up this round. Forsey on the AWP now. Aegis, Matisse and Alive on the M4s. Mangus retaining that AK-47 from last round. Mangus able to stop one there at mid, but Blink still moving towards the A site. The C4 already getting planted with all Enterprise members still alive, not able to get another pick there. And Blink just forcing their way into the site. Seems to be paying off for them so far, but the Live ultimately able to bring this to a 2-man advantage for Enterprise. Matisse and the Live tagged up a bit here, but Aegis with a nice headshot moving into the site from CT. Swan, Juan, Flatro, and Scenari watching A main and Donut, each picking up an AK kill there, but Forsey still rotating into the site with his teammates. Matisse able to take out Scenari there at the end of the round. And Enterprise doesn't have a defusal kit. This bomb will not be defused, folks. And a heartbreaker for Enterprise, who had somewhat of an impressive retake, but at least they'll save those 2 AWPs and an M4 as well, but ultimately an 8th round going the way of Blink. Once again, making their way towards the B site via way of Rambrickon, opening up with first blood onto Aegis, but Matisse right there at close angle of default lines up too, but ultimately can't get out of the Molotov. GXX Molly coming up big there. Synopsy continuing to lead Blink onto the B site. Scenari doing quite a bit of damage from default there, but wasn't able to finish off Forsey. Forsey able to survive within that smoke and take out Synopsy with that AWP. Brings us to a 2v2 with the bomb planted. Both members of the CT side with AWPs in hand. Mangus getting on the bomb for just a second. It looks like he's going to... Oh! He gets off it the second time as GXX comes flying out. And just maybe if Mangus could have lined up a pick earlier, his teammate could have stayed on the bomb there, but just wasn't quite in the cars. And Blink taking a 9th round and looking nearly unstoppable here on Ancient as Enterprise tries all these different setups, both on and off the B site. Tried the double op setup as well a couple rounds there, but just nothing quite able to swing in their favor yet. Enterprise using a bit of early utility, including incendiaries and HEs, but it's not going to pay off yet. Forsey getting caught on the push there near mid. Synopsy gonna make him pay with that AK-47. Rigon brings another nice pick to the Blink side there as he makes his way closer to mid. Blink continuing their stampede on the B site again. And just seconds after entering the B site, able to clean things up. Not much Enterprise could do there. And ultimately, Blink increasing their lead to 9. Enterprise opting for a half buy here with upgraded pistols. And Enterprise had a couple really close rounds, but just haven't quite been able to bring things together yet. Blink with Ragon just seems like such a talented squad that's able to adapt quickly, especially on a newer map like Ancient. Enterprise will squeeze out the first pick of the round there, but Ragon's still able to get the C4 down at the A site. Snary and Blink doing their job defending from default. There are a couple long-range picks. EP still looking to potentially retake with 3 Desert Eagles. Mangus still in that smoke by Donut. Ragon able to make quick work of him. Matisse in the live. Still able to get a couple late kills there, but ultimately, bomb will detonate. GXX does die in the explosion, but Blink, of course, with quite a bit of cash to fall back on here. Enterprise with another chance to just maybe get back into this one. They're on a full buy once again. They're also going to try out this double AWP setup once again. We'll see if it pays off for them. Mangus and 4C both on the ops. Just able to draw first blood over here near the A site, but ultimately it's going to be 4C making some firm contact there at B, bringing a 2-man advantage for Enterprise, and maybe this is where they start getting a couple rounds for themselves. The live on the flank from the middle rotation comes down towards B ramp, takes out Synopsy and Juan Flatro. It's all up to Scenari now. 1v4 situation. 40 seconds on the clock, and Enterprise finally showing a more complete round here. But not quite yet. Let me not speak too soon. Scenari with a late headshot there onto 4C. There was still 25 seconds left, but ultimately Mangus able to get the trade a couple seconds later. Enterprise grabbing a second round for themselves. Maybe they can get 1 or 2 more before half and try to go for the comeback here in the second half, but still going to be rough. Blink still spread out a bit here. Had Synopsy going B. He's taken out by Adegis. EP actually running a triple op setup now. Apparently they think the snipers could be the answer here. Juan Flatro able to take out Mangus with that op at the A site though. Blink going for the plant at A. Still a 3-on-3 Enterprise. Potentially gonna save this. Still a few seconds too early to tell. Aegis making his way over towards Donut, but GXX going to be there waiting for him. Scenari able to finish off 4C there as he was rotating from CT spawn to the A site. Blink ultimately up 12-2 now as we go into the final round of the first half. Enterprise with a chance to buy at least a few rifles here in the final round of the half. 4C going to have to settle for a Scout. D just going to have to settle for that Desert Eagle. Scenari getting aggressive at mid here, the live down. Scenari ultimately picked there from Donut area, but GXX firing back with 2 quick trades at middle with that AWP, and that'll be a 13th round for Blink, who is just on fire right now. We'll be headed into the second half in just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere.
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you.
And we're back for the second half. Does Enterprise have what it takes to start the comeback here against Ragon and the crew? I don't know if they're going to be able to get a significant amount of rounds here on Ancient. Maybe if it was a more traditional map, it would be a different story here for a comeback, but Blink just seems to be so sharp today, and they're already looking very confident on the CT side as they push through middle. And similar to Enterprise, they're actually giving up the B site on pistol round and making the retake happen, or at least so far. Juan Flatro with that initial USP headshot over near T side B ramp. Blink now rotating from CT spawn towards back lane. Synopsy and Scenari each finding a USP headshot. The live trying to hold things down from default, but ultimately getting overrun there by GXX and Ragon 4C and company with a couple trades in there, but ultimately Blink grabbing a 14th round. And the pressure higher than ever here for Enterprise to do something more here in map 1. Certainly they don't want to go down 16-2, but it's in jeopardy of happening. Rigon, the all-star of Blink, buying up that AUG. Remaining players on Blink with 2 M4s, 2 FAMAS's. Enterprise force buying up, but it's not going to be enough yet. Rigon on that flank from middle towards B ramp, lines up to Matisse, ultimately able to get the trade. Contact about to be made again in Cubby, and Matisse getting a second kill with that Galil. That's GXX down. Scenari moving down B ramp towards Ruin's doors. Able to take care of Adegis, who was already at about 19 HP, I believe. Forsey using his Galil. It's going to be Rigon down near mid. 2-on-2 situation, 50 seconds on the clock. Enterprise absolutely needs this round if they have any chance of getting back into this one. Forsey leading Matisse onto the B site here. Matisse is going to go for that plant, but Scenari at first lane's taking out Forsey there. Matisse will get the bomb planted, whips out his Galil. Let's see what he can do here in a 1v2 situation versus Scenari and Juan Flatro. Matisse hearing those footsteps at these back lanes. Contact about to be made, and Matisse lining up the collat there. Juan Flatro and Scenari down, and that'll be an Enterprise third round. But is it too little, too late? Blink not going to be able to buy rifles here. They will force buy up, though. 4 Deagles and a CZ being bought here on the CT side. Rigon with a nice 1D as he gets aggressive, pushing towards T-spawn. His teammate was picked off just a moment before that. 4-on-4 situation, bomb planted at the B site. Scenari and Juan Flatro looking to make their way into Cubby here on the rotation. Blink maybe just going to go for the... Yep, looks like they're just going to go for exits here. Not fully going for this one. Juan Flatro with a nice 1D there into the site from Cubby and then falls back without so much as getting tagged. Impressive little pick from him there. The live looking for a post-plant kill of his own, and he gets it! A little headshot onto Juan Flatro, a bit of redemption there for EP. Enterprise able to grab a 4th round for themselves. They're trying to make this score at least a bit more respectable. Blink once again on a save round here. GXX will be on the M4, but his teammates still on majority Deagles here. Juan Flatro on the full save with a USP. Matisse and company with some nice nades up into A main there. Scenari down. Juan Flatro able to get a pick at mid there from A main, but ultimately traded by Forsey just a moment later with that AK-47 headshot. One-man advantage here for Enterprise, but GXX looking to even things out, and he does. Brings it to a 3-on-3, about a minute 10 on the clock. GXX did get tagged all the way down to 16 HP there. He's going to toss his M4 to Rigon. Adegis taking care of Synopsy, who was low as well. As he pushes towards CT spawn area, Rigon able to find the live 2-on-2 situation, but GXX still low. Adegis ultimately taking him out. Rigon looking for the trade, does find it, brings it to a 1-on-1 situation. Rigon with 25 HP going into the site versus Mangus. Mangus over there at first lane. Rigon trading out for that AK-47, drops the smoke grenade towards B ramp, goes for the defuse, but ultimately Mangus coming around the corner of first lane. They're going to take care of Rigon through / next to that smoke grenade, and that'll be a 5th round for Enterprise. Blink still leading 14-5 here in the second half of map 1. Some early utility here being used defensively. Forsey actually already tagged down to 16 HP, still has that AWP in hand. The Live leading his teammates onto the B side. Juan Flacho peeks out from behind default. Take care of the Live. Adi just right there for the trade with the Galil, lands the headshot. Mangus doing some work of his own with the AK. Takes out Synopsy near mid. Couple more trades going out at the B side. Bomb down at B. Matisse and Forsey versus Ragon and GXX. GXX tagged all the way down to 11 HP. Forsey still at 16 HP. Does have that op in hand still. Forsey about to make contact with Ragon. Does land the single scoped kill. And it's all up to GXX. Only 11 HP. Forsey coming around behind him and nearly walks into him. Caught with his pants down. Knife out. Forsey hitting the no-scope. That'll be a 6th round going the way of Enterprise, who are looking much better here on the T side of Ancient. Ultimately, Blink going to be forced into somewhat of a save here once again. They're going to go for a few upgraded pistols. Looks like 4 Deagles and a P2000 being bought here on the CT side. Excuse me, a P250 being bought here by Scenari. Contact being made by Ruins Doors. Adegis does catch Scenari getting aggressive down B ramp there. Juan Flacho there for the trade. Juan able to fall back as well after putting out some additional damage. The Live down at half HP, taken out by Synopsy there behind default. Mangus sitting at 40 HP. Matisse in front of him, looking to still lead the way into the B side, but that Molotov not popping in the right spot for him. Ricochet's close, and it's still a one-man advantage for Blink. And this is not going to be good news for Enterprise here. If they lose to a Deagle Eco, that would allow Blink to be sitting at match point and able to do so without rifles. Enterprise certainly doesn't want to let that happen, but Juan Flacho has other plans. Takes out Mangus. And takes out another at B, a 3rd. And Juan Flacho, I believe, with 4 on the round with the Deagle, taking out Matisse there at the end, just holding his spot from default, staring down the B ramp. Nice hold there, and Blink sitting at match point 15-6 here on map 1. Trade going out at middle. Synopsy drew first blood through that smoke grenade. The Live down. Four-on-4 situation, about 1:05 on the clock. Blink getting a bit aggressive here. We'll see if it pays off, but Mangus moving up mid as well. Takes care of GXX at Donut. Mangus trying to lead his team through Donut, but ultimately Ragon there to stop him. Ragon does get traded, though. Bomb will be planted at the B site for Forsey after he picked up that trade. One-man advantage for Enterprise. Blink potentially going to save this one. Juan Flatcher on the rotation out of T-spawn does catch Matisse over there near mid/cubby area. Juan Flatcher certainly heard by Forsey there, and Donut waiting for an angle. He's got one. Forsey down, but ultimately the bomb will still explode. Aegis with a late kill there as well into Juan Flatro. But C4 will officially detonate. That'll be a 7th round going the way of Enterprise. Oh! Visual contact made it the last second there, but neither player quite getting off a shot. Forsey leading the way onto A after picking up that trade. Ragon again drawing first blood, but EP right there for the trade and looking to maybe continue to the A side, maybe not. Looks like they're falling back now with the C4. They might be rotating all the way through T-spawn to Ruin to B. Mangus getting aggressive there, watching the CT spawn rotation, able to take out Scenari coming out of CT spawn. Mangus picking up another for himself. That's one. Flatro down near the A site. Aegis using his AK to his advantage. GXX down in CT spawn. Ultimately, it's only Synopsy remaining here on the CT side. Looking to get at least one, but he's not going to be able to. Aegis again with that fatal AK picking up the last kill of the round in CT spawn. Enterprise with 8 rounds now. And starting to get a little scary with this momentum. OT question mark? Minute 30 on the clock. Ragon right there! Outside of Donut. Smoke dissipates. Kills 3 with the Desert Eagle. Ragon! What a beast. And that might end Enterprise's chances here on Ancient. Ragon picks up the AK-47. The Live and Forsey remaining here for Enterprise. About a minute left on the clock. Contact about to be made there at Cubby. B site, the Live able to come out on top of that one. Juan Flatro down. Still a 2-man advantage for Blink. Forsey dropping the C4 for his teammate. The Live planning default here at B. Enterprise attempting the 2v4 hold to keep them in the game here. The Live about to make contact at B ramp, but he turned around! He turned around at the exact wrong moment. Synopsy gonna make him pay. The rest of Blink flooding the site. And just not enough time for Forsey. He does get 2, but ultimately Scenari there for the trade, and Blink will close out map 1 16-8. And what almost looked like could have been a comeback there in the later rounds from Enterprise, but alas, we'll be back for map 2 in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
And come alive. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Oh, I see the signs and I see we're there. And I feel the lies and I feel the sand. Forever hold, no matter if we cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you won't be waiting again. Right from the start, I see the end. A world torn apart, but I know we're meant. Forever hold, no matter if we cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you won't be waiting again.
Yeah. Ay, push start, ay, ball so hard, ay, Raise the bar, ayy, turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah, I aim too far, I do it big, I keep it large, okay, live it up, cause it's fake, better give it up, young but I feel like I've seen enough, numbers going up, better keep it up, ain't slowing down, better live it up, about too hard, ayy, what, about too hard, ayy, what, about too hard, ayy, about too hard, yeah, I'm killing your favorite rapper, it's minimum effort, yeah, your corpse getting severed, the industry dry as a desert, do whatever it is that you think that you're doing, I'm doing it better. Straight double use, that's my letter. Don't got no snakes, only ladders, ayy. They tryna figure out what's on our plate. Infinity sideways, we already ate. Skipping is basic, skipping is classic. Stay out of trouble, now I can relate. Nevertheless, again, I'm doing great. I just finished this thing, ain't no debate. You ain't my dog, you ain't my family, and sure as hell, you're not my mate. Yeah, I take my place at the summit. I can't wait till we countin' them hundreds. I cannot lie, I ain't rich, yeah, but when I say my time coming, it's coming. And some of y'all got ahead of me, to be honest, I wasn't even running. But very soon I'ma run it. I demand it, man, I want it. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard, ayy. They not gon' like this, don't like surprises. I cause a crisis, man, I'm a scientist. With the music, I spice things up to my liking. Man, I want nice things, nice things. That's not an AK, it's a Uzi. I pull up and shoot it to movie. I'm chasing the bag, not a coochie. Cut ties with the fake, now it's Gucci. Word of my niggas from the 021. You count 6 shots and I count 2 guns. Some people still think I rap just for fun, but soon they look up to me just like the sun. Yeah, you can come over here. Swear it's like no career. Swear you got no idea. Soon you have no career. Take a good look in the mirror. They need to know that I'm here. Don't you act like it ain't clear. Yeah. Push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I aim too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. Cause it's fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. What? About too hard, ayy. About too hard.
I've been working part-time jobs, chasing all my dreams out lately. No matter if I try too hard, nothing's ever enough, baby. No, I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side, I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different.
You put me in the perfect light for, and that's when you can see all my flaws. And I could tell you don't mind at all. Oh no. You said come a little closer. Come here and I can show you. So I came a little closer. You said I'll show you how to love you, how to love you. How to love you. I'm reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. Reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. You saw me when I tear down my walls. I think you fell in love with my flaws. You know that I was shy at first though. Oh yeah. You said come a little closer. Come here and I can show you. So I came a little closer. You said I'll show you how to love you, how to love you. Come a little closer. Tell me which way I gotta go. Here and I can show you. Show me everything I need to know. Came a little closer. Tell me which way I gotta go. Show you how to love you, how to love you. How to love you. I'm reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. Reaching over, tell me which way I gotta go. I got no control, show me everything I need to know. Show me everything I need to know.
Said I'd find a way to turn my heart into something gold. Knew I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I rode it all along on your wave right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go. What I do right now. What I do right now for you, for you.
Welcome back to the stream, everybody. We are officially underway here for map 2. Blink grouping up at the top of connector here. Synopsy peeking fountain. A lot of visuals being made there. Synopsy tagged down to 22 HP. Not ideal for him. Enterprise sending 3 long A here, potentially followed by Matisse with the C4. Mangus still over near Fountain. The Live trying to take control of Bathroom here. And it looks like Enterprise might have a good shot at taking the A side, but Ragon has different plans, flanking and taking off Mangus right at the beginning of T-side Fountain there. GXX coming up connector as well. He's got bombed down as he takes out Matisse. Trade coming out on behalf of 4C. Still a one-man advantage here for Blink. Ragon about to make contact, and connector does take care of the Live, but 4C again right there for the trade. Still a one-man advantage for Blink. Less than 40 seconds on the clock. Enterprise going to commit to the B side, it looks like here. 4C trying to get a pick before Aegis makes his way in with the bomb. Bomb being planted by Aegis. Flatro, Scenari, and Synopsy looking to retake. Synopsy on his way from water right now, making his way up towards sandbags. Synopsy picking Aegis near default as he passes Graffiti, and ultimately Synopsy taking care of 4C there and Monster, and it'll be another pistol round going the way of Blink. We'll see if they can start running with the momentum here again in half one as they did on the last map, or if Enterprise is gonna balance things out within the next few rounds. Obviously, this round itself might be a bit rough for Enterprise. They will force buy what they can, though. EP buying 3 MAC-10s, a Desert Eagle, and a Galil in the hands of 4C. Flatro on the deep flank here from T-Spawn. What's going to happen? Flatro able to come up behind 4C, but the rest of EP already making their way into the B side. Matisse taking out 2 with that MAC-10. His teammates backing him up for a third, and it's actually a one-man, make that a 2-man advantage as Flatro goes in for the 1v3. He's going to need to reload. The Live already picking up a rifle and taking out his teammate just moments before this. Flatro trying to make his way into the site, keeps his eyes on Graffiti, but it's actually a Aegis he needed to be more worried about there, still in default. And things all tied up at 1 apiece. Enterprise essentially on a full rifle round here with the exception of 4C on the UMP 45. Blink on a full Desert Eagle buy here. 5 Deagles being bought here on the CT side. Blink moving up towards Fountain. Ragon opening things up with a 1 Deag onto 4C. Looks for another, tags Aegis, but Aegis ultimately able to get the trade there a couple moments later. Lands the M4 headshot. 4-on-4 situation, about 1:30 on the clock. GXX making his way up connector. Matisse gonna have to be aware of that, and he is. Matisse landing the headshot into connector. Flatro making his way up connector now too. And Matisse not able to fire back in time. Quan gonna take him out. Scenari taking out another with the Deagle. But ultimately, it's only Juan Flatro left as he makes his way towards Monster here at the B side. Takes out Mangus, and Monster 1v1 situation. The Live making his way up from Graffiti. Juan still making his way up from Monster. The Live now over by Sandbags. Detonation becoming ever closer here. Juan, smoke onto the bomb itself. But he needs to keep an eye on Sandbags. Tries to convert his spray over in that direction. Throws a nade as well, but the Live still with 15 HP. Juan does get the kill eventually, but it's going to be too late, and the C4 will officially detonate and take Juan's life as well. And that'll be a pretty solid round from Enterprise there as they take the lead 2-1 here on map 2. Link again, grouping up and pushing Fountain, pushing all the way through. Multiple nades being tossed towards T-Sayers, and Ragon will connect with the kill on Aegis there with that HE. The Live looking to watch things from the back of Connector does take out Juan, but Scenari right there at the top of ladder to get the trade. Forsey and Matisse, each with a pick, watching their flank there. Leaves us in a 2-on-2 situation. Minute 15 on the clock. Mangus able to take out Ragon as he tries to make his way back into the B site. Snary there for a trade, but ultimately Matisse trading back and bringing a third round to the way of EP. Juan Flatro able to pick one up in Connector there. Him and GXX still in control of Connector. Juan gonna swap out for that AK peek into water. Not gonna make any visuals yet. Enterprise still hanging back quite a bit here. Spread out quite a bit as well. Bomb still leaning towards the B site. Still a one-man advantage for Blank. 40 seconds on the round. Enterprise gonna have to commit to a site here soon. EP looking to move towards the A side with the bomb. Mangus getting taken out there in Connector by GXX. That's not gonna help their cause here. EP still advancing towards the A side. Aegis, I don't think he quite heard those footsteps from Juan. Juan was jumping by Dumpster, and Juan finds a second kill as well with that AK-47. Forsey eventually getting some redemption there, but Scenari there for the final trade of the round. That'll be a second round going to the Blink side. Enterprise gonna be on a save here. Matisse buys a P250, but that's about all they have. Aegis with some utility in his back pocket. Enterprise looking to make their way onto the B side like madmen. Regon able to finish off the first two. Scenario backing him up for the next two. And GXX with the final kill there into connector with the silenced M4, forcing you down. Things all tied up at 3 apiece. And Enterprise, once again, not going to be able to get that full rifle buy here. Let's see what they decide on. Nothing being bought yet on the T side. A few Deagles being bought now. Looks like 4 Deagles ultimately being bought here for Enterprise. A little bit of utility as well. Enterprise on a big stack there from Playground. That head stack from Aegis and Matisse. Aegis up top. Ultimately, Aegis peeking out of Playground. Going to be taken care of by GXX and that silenced him forward. But Forsey going big with the Deagle. Gets 2 on the trade. Matisse getting a 3rd with his own Deagle. Synopsy down. That's going to leave only Rigon and Scenari here for the Blink side. 2-man advantage for Enterprise. Minute 10 on the clock. Enterprise advancing towards the A side again. Rigon gonna have to get at least 1, but he's flashed at Truck. He does take out Matisse with a headshot from that AK-47, but Forsey ultimately able to trade back a couple seconds later, and it's only Scenario remaining there at Dumpster. The live quickly peeking from Truck to get that final kill, and Enterprise back in the lead by a single round here on map 2. Early HE nades affecting Blink here. GXX tagged down to about half HP before falling back there at B. Juan Flatro falling back to the A site, potentially giving Enterprise a little bit more room to work with here at Bathroom. Still a 5-on-5 scenario, a bit of damage exchange in those initial skirmishes. Matisse able to get a pick there outside Bathroom. GXX getting a bit of redemption a couple seconds later. Onto Aegis. GXX misses a big chance there to take out Matisse. And Matisse ultimately going to do some Molotov damage. In return, GXX and Rigon certainly going to have to save this one. GXX still with his AWP in hand. Rigon with that M4. And Enterprise looking a bit more confident here on Overpass than they were on Ancient, map 1.
Terrorists win.
Little action there at the last second of the round, but Enterprise ultimately securing a 5th round for themselves. Kind of putting Blink on notice here. Blink ultimately buying up 3 Deagles. GXX able to save that AWP. Rigon, of course, able to save that M4 as well. Regon getting aggressive at Fountain, and it's not going to pay off the Live. Going to make him pay for that. The Live able to draw first blood, looking for more potential CTs pushing here. But ultimately, GXX and Blink falling back just a bit here. GXX falling back towards the halfway ledge at long A. Still a one-man advantage for Enterprise. About 50 seconds left in the round. Live looking for a pick here at short. GXX likely going to have to get at least one here at Bathroom. He does. Matisse down. He's got to be careful on this next peek here. Nice quick peek from GXX getting a second. Sees 4C's gun peeking out of the exit of Bathroom and ultimately gets him with the second shot there. Nice little 3K from GXX with that AWP to bring Blink to within a single round once again. And it looks like Blink will be running a double AWP setup for the first time this game. Be Regon and GXX on the AWPs here as Blink attempts to tie things up in round 10. Enterprise spreading out a bit here on what has ultimately become their default. It's like they don't want to peek B too much these past few rounds. We'll see if that changes here in the next couple rounds or not. Less than a minute remaining. All 10 players in the server still alive here. EP leaning towards the B site now, and some nice angles and patience there from 4C, keeping an eye on sandbag area. Will take care of Regon from connector, but Juan Flatro making his way through connector with a teammate. He'll take out Mangus, and Synopsy and Sceneri doing their parts as well. Sceneri lining up 2 at Monster. Nice play from him. And Synopsy, after trading to the AWP, takes out 4C there. We'll see if Synopsy drops that AWP back to GXX, and he does. Regon and GXX on the AWPs once again, as Blink did indeed tie things up there. 5-5 as we head into this round. Blink getting aggressive near Fountain once again. Adi just drawing first blood. GXX down to half HP, but brings him right into Juan Flatro's vision. GXX making the peek onto Party as well. Takes out Adijus. Juan Flatro getting a second. And Enterprise just getting massacred there near Fountain Stairs. The Live making his way out of the top of connector. Juan Flatro going to make quick work of him there. And Juan with a big 3K with the AK-47 that round puts Blink back in the lead by a single round here on map 2. Blink sending 3 towards B with the bomb. 4 now. Fifth player making his way through connector for the T side. Scenario ready to line up some more at Monster this round if needed. Enterprise probably gonna have to start mixing things up a bit more. Some Molotovs going out there towards the B side. Blink taking quite a bit of damage. Scenario tagged on to 10 HP near Monster. 40 seconds left. Enterprise potentially making their way towards A. Juan Flatro trying to take care of things in water, and bottom connector does get one, but Mangus is there for the trade. GXX stopping 4C from getting onto the A side, brings it to a 3-on-3. He's going to have to deal with one at long and one in exit area of bathroom. The live about to peek exit a bathroom, and he does. GXX makes quick work of him. GXX almost getting the third there as he peeks long towards Aegis, but ultimately Mangus coming out of short. Lands the headshot onto GXX. Aegis picking off Synopsy as well. Brings us to a 2-on-2 situation. Aegis and Scenari both pretty lit here. Mangus taking out Scenari, and it's all up to Ragon here for the CTs. He knows Mangus must be near truck still. Tosses the HE, makes the peek near dumpster to the right-hand side, but Aegis from the crouching position will land the headshot there onto Ragon, and things are all tied up again at 6 apiece. It looks like Enterprise will be calling for a timeout here. Both teams, of course, going to be on a full rifle round. GXX still with that AWP in hand. 4C with the op in hand for the T side. Looks like live play will be resuming here. C draws first blood over by Fountain. Ragon tagged down to 67. He's going to fall back just a bit. Juan Flatro still in a very aggressive position out in front of Party there. Juan able to take out 2 from that aggressive Party positioning. Tries to fall back to bathroom, but Aegis ultimately taking him out in that smoke grenade. Synopsy with a nice pick just a couple seconds later, and Ragon coming up out of connector takes out Aegis 4C with a nice pick from long A though, although he's going to be the only member of Enterprise remaining here. 28 seconds on the clock. He does still have the AWP in hand. Gonna take some damage from connector. Whips to his left, 90 degrees. Gets that kill into Ragon in bathroom. Nice reaction shot, but ultimately Scenari able to finish him off from connector, and that'll be a 7th round going the way of Blink. Ragon and GXX getting aggressive. Ragon gets one in water, but ultimately traded by the live, who gets a second as well as he takes out Mangus in water. Live picking up an M4 and falling back. Flatro. Rotating back into the A side from Dumpster. Finds Matisse near default. Looking for another, but Forsey sneakily taking out Juan from Truck there. Forsey still with that deal in hand. Gets a second right behind Dumpster. That's Synopsy down. Looking for a third. Lands damage and gets the finishing blow on a GXX. Nice little 3K from Forsey there to tie things up at 7 apiece. And we've got quite a match on our hands here. Forsey leading the way for the T side with 16 kills right now. Looking impressive. See if Enterprise can go into the half up by 1, or if this force buy from Blink with all Desert Eagles is going to be enough to suffice the defense needed. Synopsy getting aggressive in connector, backed up by his teammate Snary and GXX, but Matisse in the live watching that door take out 3. Forsey taking out a 4th as Juan Flatro exits from connector, and Ragon trying to make anything happen from Graffiti and to be not able to do so. And Enterprise goes into the half up by 1 here on Overpass map 2. We'll be back in just a couple minutes for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Let's talk. Look, ayo, we rose from the dust to the sun. They claiming that we the one, never one-on-one. Teamwork till we done. Sent on a mission, we got ambition. Never scared, we won't run. Never one and done. Some sit back and some like to hunt. I pick my teammates up when they fall. And if I ball, we all ball. Crashing balls, crossovers and all. Just call us the balls. Don't fear nothing, call us galore. Serving them all. We outside, we barely indoors because we gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back. This is the moment to go. This is the moment to shine. This is the moment to show. Show me the rocks you could climb. This is the moment to feel the path like you legally blind. I can promise this is ours cause we built for this, kill for this. Pushing buttons, do it quick, push it off and do assist. Oh, y'all think we new to this? Pound for pound, break it down. Watch what we gon' do with this. Teamwork got us fluid with. Make y'all look like sewages. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back.
Welcome back, everybody. We are officially underway here for Map 2 between Enterprise Esports and Blink for ESEA Premier Season 38 EU. GXX leading his team up Bathroom here and short towards the A site. Blink already confidently moving into A. GXX and Ragon with those initial 2 Glock headshots. Bomb gonna be planted as well. Degis looking to come up short, but he's got a man right behind him. Synopsy will take care of a Degis there near top of connector. And we're gone with the final 2 kills in the ace side, and that'll be an 8th round going to Blink, and things are all tied up once again. This has been quite a back and forth affair, this map. Gone. Drawing first blood there over near long. GXX backing him up as well. Kills a second as Aegis falls in front of first rock. 2-man advantage here for Blink. Minute 5 on the clock. Enterprise does have 2 Desert Eagles and a scout in the hands of 4C. Quan on the initial entry there into the A site. Nice little headshot, and that should just about wrap up this round for Blink. Bomb has been planted alive, and Matisse here going to be forced to look for some kind of post-plant kill or even just survival. That will officially be a 9th round going to Blink as they recapture the lead by a single round. See if they're able to get a 10th for themselves, as Enterprise ultimately going to be on a save here. They do opt for some upgraded pistols, 2 Deagles and 2 ZZs here on the CT side. Mangus full saving with his USP. Scenari making his way into the B side with that MAC-10. Matisse blinded. Scenari able to finish him off there after pushing through Monster. The Live with a huge long-range 1 Deag from In Heaven evens it out to a 4v4. Enterprise not quite out of this round yet. Mangus on the rotation going to be found by Scenari's MAC-10. Scenari jumping around the corner finds another with that MAC-10 as the Live falls. 2-man advantage for Blink as they guard the bomb. 4C and Aegis left with these CZs trying to get anything they can here in the later half of this round, but just not much 4C can do here. He still has full HP, but it's going to be tough to survive if Blink comes hunting this way, which looks like they won't, so he will be able to hang on to that CZ, but ultimately C4 exploding in a 10th round going the way of Blink. Blink spreading out again here. It's Synopsy and Scenary keeping an eye on Monster. And Matisse at Monster takes care of Scenary on that initial push from Blink, but ultimately Blink looking to make their way onto the A site, led by Juan Flatro. He's clearing truck, clearing dumpster. C4 will be planted here at A with all members of Enterprise still alive. A bit baffling there that the bomb got down without more contest there at the A side. GXX able to take out a D just there, flanking from short. 4-on-4 situation. Synopsy watching those flank angles as well, and it's going to pay off. Nice intuition from Synopsy. Glow HUD shot onto the live there at Bathroom Insurance. Matisse and Forsey making their way out of bank. Rigon with 1-2 headshots, but ultimately Forsey there for the trade with that AWP. Forsey finds a second, but not enough time for the defuse or any other play. He tries to fall back, but Synopsy gonna shoot him in the back with that M4. Blink now up by 3. And Enterprise certainly feeling the pressure now. Blink with the opportunity to close this out in 2 maps if they keep this momentum going. Juan Flatro leading in the Blink side with 18 kills here. Forsey leading the Enterprise side with 19. Juan taking some early damage. EP getting a bit aggressive here. Forsey already moving up by Fountain Stairs. Rigon seeing what he can do from party. Finds one. GXX backing him up near long. Finds a second. Juan Flatro able to get the trade onto Forsey there after Rigon eventually falls to Forsey's USP. 2-man advantage here for Blink. Enterprise with 2 Deagles to work with. A minute 10 on the clock. Blink making their way back towards the B site. Synopsy takes care of one in connector there. It's only the live remaining now, falling back towards Fountain and Playground. This will indeed be a 12th round going to Blink as the live looks to save that AK-47 in Playground. Looks like he'll probably be able to do so. He's got to worry about Juan coming in from long there just after I said that. But does make his way out of harm's way there. So Blink now up by 4 here in the second half, and once again the pressure rising for Enterprise to get back into this one. Enterprise going to be able to squeeze out a full rifle buy here. Forsey on the AWP once again. Can Enterprise get something going here, or is this chemistry of Blink on the T side going to be too much to deal with? Both teams firing off their rifles early here, making quite a ruckus. Blink letting some time get shaved off the clock here. Now less than a minute remaining on the round. Blink still spread out about a bit here, but Synopsy with a nice pick at the B side, but Blink still leaning towards A. Looks like Synopsy might fall back. actually only fell back to railing there. And the Live able to take him out as he was a bit distracted with his nades. Juan Flatro exiting from bathroom, gets 2, looks for a 3rd, but Adijus finding 2 of his own. In response there, Ragon able to eventually get Adijus a couple seconds later. And the Live right there on truck brings it to a 1v1. GXX down, and Ragon on the trade a couple seconds later brings a 13th round to Blink. Big play there from Ragon to bring that round home. And Enterprise not in too great of an economic situation here. 4C somehow getting an op in hand. Adijus able to buy an M4. Matisse squeezing out of FAMAS. Mangus having to settle for an MP9. The Live on an M4. 4C has no armor, however, while he's using that AWP. And Blink about to make contact here at the B site. Ragon already moving into B. He's gonna have to deal with the Live and Water here, not quite able to do so. Juan Flatro and Synopsy playing their part, though. Each getting a pick. Juan finding a 2nd kill for himself, and he just down as he pushes through Graffiti. Scenari finding a headshot for himself in connector, and it's all up to 4C. He's going to be saving this AWP if possible. And once again, this chemistry from Blink just looking a bit too strong for Enterprise. So the pressure for Enterprise here is essentially at a boiling point. They're in a must-win round, but they don't quite have the weaponry to do it. Nearly no rifles here on the CT side, only 4C with that AWP, but Matisse using that deagle to his advantage early. Headshots onto Ragon and Juan Flatro as he peeks out from sandbags. Scenari ultimately able to get the trade a couple seconds later, but Scenari falling as well from that monster area into sandbags. All up to GXX and Synopsy here for Blink. About 1:10 on the clock. The Live finishing off Synopsy there. Air Monster ramp, and 4C from on top of Fountain gets GXX rotating back towards Fountain area, and that'll be a 9th round going the way of Enterprise. Nicely played round from them. They were heavily outgunned there and somehow turned things around to pick that one up. Blink still with quite a bit of cash to fall back on there, so they will be on a full buy once again. Forsey getting aggressive there at Long A, takes out Juan Flatro. Good start to the round for Enterprise. Scenario accompanying his teammate and Water here, but Blink ultimately not committing to either side yet. They've still got bomb back near spawn here. Near top of ladder. Ragon trying to make something happen at A. Does land the pick onto Adijus. A side looks clear. Still unknown if Blink's going to bring the bomb there. Bomb actually looks like it's going towards the B side, especially after EP takes out 2 at A there. Synopsy meeting up with Scenari here at the B site. But that head stack from CT stairs. Scenari ultimately going to come out on top of that one, but it's still a one-man advantage for Enterprise. And the other member of that headstock now killed as well. Big plays there from Scenari to keep Blink in this round. Scenario making visual contact on both the remaining players. Synopsy has the information he needs. Can he pull it off? Brings it to a one-on-one. Here's Forsey drop into water, but not able to take out Forsey. Forsey connecting on the close range op kill and the defuse. Incredible play from Forsey there, as the odds were against him, and he still comes out on top of that one. A lot of early utility here coming out from the T's. Few utility coming out from the CT side as well. About 1:15 left on the clock. Scenario keeping an eye on Connector and Water. But the rest of his teammates trying to advance here towards the A side. Aegis and Bathroom trying to slow down this T push at A. Blink not fully committing to A yet, but they're still advancing up short. Juan Flacho taking care of Aegis there near Bathroom exit. His teammates right there with him. Dragon looking for the pick at Dumpster, lands some damage onto Mangus. Mangus tagged down to 65, but ultimately surviving that one. 40 seconds on the clock. It looks like Blink's considering the fallback towards B there. It's actually going to be a fake fallback. And they catch EP on the fake rotation as EP went to rotate, but now Blink coming back onto the A site. EP might have taken the bait for just long enough, and Synopsy will be able to get the C4 planted, it looks like, with nearly no contest as EP was already on the rotation. Mangus able to get a pick there. Juan Flacho down from bank onto truck area. Synopsy able to get one, make that 2 headshots into the bank area from default, looking for a third. Dumpster doesn't find it. The Live able to get the trade there a couple seconds later. One-man advantage for Blink, but the Live jumping through the smoke towards truck brings it to a 2v2 after that aerobic style headshot, but ultimately Scenari grabbing the final 2 headshots of the round as he defends the bomb, and Blink now sitting at match point up 15-10 here on map 2. Enterprise buying up what they can here. Forsey is on the AWP. Synopsy making his way up short again, takes care of Aegis, who had that Molotov to deal with right in front of him. Dragon leading Quan and himself out of long A. Dragon down, but Quan responds with 2 quick trades. One-man advantage here for Blink. Quan narrowly dodging a bullet there from Dumpster, and it's only Matisse remaining here for Enterprise. A Desert Eagle and a Dream bomb has been planted. He's making his way out of bank. Can he get at least one Eagle headshot here? He gets one. Brings it to a 1v2. It's potentially doable. He had a shot at Juan's dome there at the end, but not quite able to connect. If he did, that would have brought it to a 1v1. But alas, Blink earned that one. Seemed to be the more talented and prepared team today, but Enterprise looking much better there on map 2 after sliding into a bit of a mess there in the first half of map 1 Ancient. But ultimately, it's been a fun one here today, guys. I'm sure we'll be casting some more exciting matches this week. There will also be a cool DreamHack cast going on of my squad GGPR later today, so keep an eye out for that on the main DreamHack channel, I believe. But until the next cast, you know, go ahead and hit that follow button if you haven't yet. Turn noties on. You can follow me on Twitter as well, same alias at Hamtaro1H. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves and have a great week.